NBA Youngboy spotted being released from jail, caught on camera. The saga of NBA Youngboy's court case seems like it's never ending, but recently the rapper was spotted being released from jail. At one point, many believed he would be forced to spend his days waiting for his trials behind bars. However, his high-powered defense team made sure that wasn't the case. Thanks for joining us on Lime Report. Before we jump into this video, be sure to comment keyword YB for a chance of winning our giveaway and subscribe for more videos. NBA Youngboy has finally been released and is on his way to Utah, and fans are just about losing their minds. It's been a long road for the rapper, who's been serving time behind bars for 7 months now. Originally, Youngboy was detained in September of 2020, but he wasn't officially placed under arrest until last March. Since then, he has been doing everything in his power to secure his freedom, and it looks like all his hard work is coming to fruition. YB was technically free last week when U.S. Chief District Judge Shelley Dick granted the rapper his bond and some heavy conditions attached. But as soon as he was granted that bond, another roadblock popped up as the prosecutors from California placed a hold on the bond due to a gun charge that stems from his arrest in March. Some back and forth went on between the prosecutors and YB's defense for some time, but ultimately, they were able to get things done. However, according to well-known lawyers for workers, the reasons for the back and forth between the two sides was likely due to California prosecution wanting to slow things down for the rapper and take a look at his release conditions on their own time. Although prosecutors would have loved to take things leisurely, the rapper's defense team was not going to let that happen, and were even prepared to go straight to the judge in order to have their client released. Ultimately, though, California prosecutors looked at the transcripts for the bond hearing in Louisiana and agreed to not pursue the rapper to be detained any further. Thankfully, the bond terms were accepted by all sides because a legal battle in California would have forced the rapper behind bars for even longer as his trial date creeps nearer. The Baton Rouge-bred hip-hop prodigy walked out of custody around 3 p.m. local time after federal prosecutors on his pending California gun case agreed to the terms of the $1.5 million bail and home detention ordered in his separate Baton Rouge gun case by a federal judge last week, multiple sources said. Though this comes as a big win for the rapper, the conditions of his release are pretty tough, and he will have to work hard to stay out of trouble until the date of his trial. It's been a long road for Youngboy to get to this point, but he's finally made it. Last week, it seemed as though his attempt to be released on bond was a long shot, but in a shocking move, Judge Dick decided to grant the jailed rapper a bond, but with some heavy stipulations to go along with it. The troubles for Youngboy stem from the federal operation dubbed Never Free Again. Given the name of the operation, it looks like the feds have a personal vendetta against the rapper and are now doing everything they can to keep him behind bars. Although the appalling name of the operation became public months ago, law enforcement agents denied it had anything to do with the large-scale raid back in September 2020 that ended with Youngboy and 16 others handcuffed. In December, Baton Rouge police were ordered to return more than $40,000 in cash, a $300,000 cashier's check, and 2 diamond chains that were confiscated during the arrest. Law enforcement has been sticking to their story and claiming that a woman made an anonymous tip letting police know that a large group of men were running around brandishing semi-automatic rifles in public. No one really believes that was the case, but the feds are always going to try to cover their tracks. With both law enforcement and federal agents working so hard to keep him behind bars, it actually comes as a pretty big shock that Youngboy was released from custody. These last few months, YB's defense has been working hard to secure his release from a jail in Louisiana, only to be stymied by prosecutors in California. The reason California law was even involved in the first place, though, was due to an underhanded move by law enforcement. According to his lawyers, Youngboy was blindsided by an arrest in California on March 22nd in connection to the gun charges he currently faces. Youngboy's defense team claims that was a dirty move because if they were notified of the warrant issued, they could have worked it out with the rapper to surrender himself willingly. The arrest was a public display meant to embarrass the rapper and further inconvenience him, his attorneys say. In spite of all that he was put through and all the blocks federal agents tried to put in his path, Youngboy was able to get past it all and will now walk free, however temporary it may be. Now that he's been released from custody, fans have been bursting with excitement as the rapper is expected to start making new music in his Utah home studio. His most recent album, Sincerely Control, became his 4th to hit #1 on the Billboard 200 chart and knocked Drake's Certified Lover Boy out of the top spot last month with more than 186 million on-demand streams, according to Billboard. It's only fair to expect more greatness, especially where he's been holding back for 7 months as he's been preoccupied with his legal case. Now, fans will just have to watch what he does next in anticipation. Thanks for watching Line Report. Don't forget to comment keyword YB for a chance at winning our giveaway and subscribe for more videos.